Actually, now that I think about it, as I'm saying this, we don't. What am I looking for? It's not like we write, like I was just talking about, like we write lists down, but a
Don't
lot of
let
the stuff.
nobody know that we write list down.
Well, you can see you in the fucking list, bro. You're always
Where?
looking at the list. You can see, yeah, man. You can see. I
No,
can
checking
see
the
you.
time on my phone, bro.
Yeah, the phone. That phone. Yeah, the phone's on the other side. Which side is the phone on?
The good thing about it, it's a portable phone. It can go to any side.
Any side. Yeah, man. No, but fuck that.
Speaking of side,
Uh-oh, what do we got?
bright side,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Brightside.
This has much meaning. I can't lie. I do think about the T-shirt that I'm gonna wear when I come on.
Hold on a second. Is that a sticker or is that a T-shirt?
It's a T-shirt. You know I like my T-shirts, bro.
Oh, that's a T-shirt.
Yeah. You thought
Oh,
it was a sticker?
yeah.
No, no, it's not a sticker.
Okay.
So this is the Killers, right? The Killers, rock band Killers. Mr. Brightside.
Oh,
Uh, all these things I've done. Jenny was a friend of mine. Uh, Stuff like that. No, you know if I play a song for you or two. What do we got?
um,
I got soul, soldier. I got soul, but I'm not a soldier. That's all rock song. No, I'm gonna play it. We are gonna play this clip because I just tried to sing "I got soul and I'm not a soldier," and you're gonna maybe play that tune over top of it or something with your editing wonder. But the Killers are the dope rock band.
okay.
Um, I They played at Much Music, what's MMVA, some one of those things, right? What's
Mm-hmm.
that? Like downtown Toronto at Much Music. So I guess that's the MMVA's whenever, and they played uh, all these things I've done, which is that I got sold, but I'm not a soldier. They did it live,
Mm-hmm.
first time, first time I've ever heard them. Right?
And you got it. They had you.
Done. Uh, Fuck shit. I'd have to Google how long the Killers have been out now.
Killers.
Uh,
I heard of them,
the
but I don't know them though.
the Killers. Yo, you should listen. Play a couple Killers tunes. Their early albums are wicked. Sam's Town, Hot Fuss. Yo, this you know the Killer songs,
Yeah.
guaranteed. Best concert I ever went to. Killers,
Yeah.
best. Like sing because by the time I went to the Killers concert, I maybe went to this concert that I'm talking about was, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago. So the Killers been around, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know. So it was at ACC. I'm at Killers concert. Um, get some footage of this too. I'm at Killers concert, and I am word for word every song. And there's like 20-year-olds just listening to new Killers, right? And they love, Killers, and I'm there, and I had it was good. I had an aisle seat, and I was just wilding out. Came out of that sweat, and this is where I got this is the shirt that I wore to the Killers concert.
So you got introduced to the Killers at the MMVAs.
I think Much
Then
Music,
you
downtown Toronto, whatever it was.
then you engulfed
Mm-hmm.
yourself in their music
Mm-hmm.
over a certain amount of time. And then they came to the ACC and you're like, I gotta be at that shit.
I actually said I can't believe after all this time I've never been to a Killers concert. Missed the Killers because the Killers would have played, I don't know, smaller venues maybe
Mm-hmm.
early
But you didn't
out,
know them
right?
then.
I didn't know them until that day, whatever that was. I didn't
So
know
the
who they were.
MMVA day was ACC day.
No, MMVA was the when back like 20 years ago, however long they've been out. That
Oh,
was like when they first. That's when they first like started blowing up.
so
Like,
you
who are
know them
these
for
guys?
20 years.
Yeah, from the get
Oh,
go. Yo,
interesting.
Killers. yo, lit, or however long. Like I'm like, you're gonna make me go to the phone. Um, yo, Killers are you can't chat with the Killers too tough. Not many people can. They're big, big, big in like Europe and stuff, but Killers are
So,
lit.
so are they kind of like Gwen Stefani like that?
What does that mean? No, they're the Killers. Right? No, for real.
No, they're the Killers.
Yo, so what does this say? So I typed in Google the Killers, and it says, and I hate when people pick the very first thing off the top, but I think this sounds about accurate. The Killers are an American rock band formed in Las Vegas in 2001 by Brandon Flowers and Dave Koenig. So those two have been through it. They've switched around a couple of guys, but
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Flowers is the lit, like, you know, if you're in a rock band, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's the lead man. Uh, he's just gangster. But yeah, and they're from Vegas, so like it's like Vegas boys. Like they're gangster, man. Killers. So Mr. Brightside, this Mr. Brightside was like the first, and I'll send you. I'm going to send you a clip when they talk about it. The first time these two met, whatever the head guy and the drummer, the singer and the drummer, one of them was like, so they had a, hey, listen to this, right?
Yeah.
And when you hear Mr. Brightside come in, you'll understand. So Mr. Brightside comes in, and that was the first song that they heard when they spoke to each other. And then Mr. Brightside is like, that was their first, like, here we go. That was tipping point for them, basically.
Mm.
Killers are lit, man. So like I said, best concert I ever been to. Come at me with, you don't have to like the Killers, but don't tell me Killers ain't something. I'm gonna send you some Killers. Like, see how you
So
send me like Silk the Shocker, right? You used to send me Silk the Shocker. I'm gonna send you Killers.
so the Killers
Yo,
had the best concert that you've ever been to.
yep.
You went to Up in Smoke?
No,
You went to Hard Knock Life Tour?
no. I went to no, no.
Mm. Okay, okay. I know you must have been to one of these ones. You've been to one of the Caravana Weekend Drake concerts.
Yes. All right. Yeah.
Did you go to the first one? I never been. I've been to only one. The one they had Outkast.
I also went to the first one when he popped out at when they did the Soca one. Like they had the first little Soca part.
Hmm.
I don't remember what it was called, but they had the Soca Jam. Like Matt Shaw was there and everybody, and then Drake came out after, and he licked off one dance. The place went jump, and it was over. Went to that, and then maybe the second one of the other one.
But did you go to the
Yeah.
first OVO Fest?
No. Well, that was that Soca one
Yeah.
was a part of the OVO Fest the first time around.
Right.
I went to that.
Right.
I didn't go to the. I didn't go to the whatever the CN Tower one or whatever that shit. When he had the CN Tower set.
CN Tower set.
Was that when you? Let's see. He had the CN Tower set. Whatever. I went to the second.
Oh, yes. The CN Tower, the set. Yes. Yes. I never went, but I heard that first OVO Fest was.
That was like Stevie Wonder was there. Was that
That's
the one
the
with
second
Stevie
one, I
Wonder?
believe. Was that the second one?
I haven't. No.
The first one, he brought out, like I heard he brought out everybody. I remember I was downtown walking. I must have been on Harborfront, and people were just coming back from the concert, and they say, "Yo, you didn't go to the concert. He had Eminem. He had Buster. Like Rick Ross. Like he brought out everybody. I heard if you were there, that must have been like the most mind-blowing experience.
Yeah.
So yeah, I figure you'd have been there.
No, man.
You went to the Soca version.
I went to the Soca version of that one, and Drake came out, which was lit. a couple good concerts. I think I've been a couple of Jay-Z concerts.
But still, Killer is the number one.
Killers and the Killers concert was the best concert.
What about it?
I think more as much as other genres, I guess. Yeah, I mean, or you always have to play to the crowd. I don't think anybody plays to the crowd as much as like a rock band, if that makes sense. I can appreciate that. Trust me, I can appreciate that rappers play the crowd, but it's more about focusing on what they're doing. I think
Mm-hmm.
there is crowd interaction, like Jay-Z always does. Jigga what, Jigga who, half the crowd, all that stuff, and it's always good to have people bringing the lyrics behind you, or cutting off the mic and the sound to hear people sing the lyrics and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think rock band, nobody plays the crowd like that. It's all about the crowd in that situation. It's always about the crowd, always about not even the interaction per se, but it's just always about the crowd, right? And so there's other people that have good interaction. There's other people that do different things. Like even I went to was Jay-Z and Beyonce concert, whatever, on the run 2, right? And Jayden, like that made me appreciate Beyonce more
Yeah.
as a show pony, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? As that, in terms of the show that she like, and in fact, don't get me wrong. Hello, Jay-Z puts on a good show, but now we're talking kind of like track. Now we're talking decimal points, right? So the Killers was like a 9.95, and a Jay-Z concert's a 9.91. All right, cool.
Is it?
Right?
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Is a Jay-Z concert a 9.91 because he puts on a good show,
Jay-Z.
or is it because you know the songs compared to the Killers? Like, okay, so for instance, I don't know Jay-Z.
I know all the Killers. I know all the Killers
Okay,
songs
no,
too,
you
for
know
the
what I'm saying.
record. But yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I go to a Jay-Z concert.
Yeah.
I go to a Killers concert.
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to be as engaged in a Jay-Z concert as I am in a Killers concert?
Yes. More engaged in the Killers concert, but would you be engaged in both? Yes, I think so. There wouldn't be a reason for you to sit down. There would be a reason for you to want to see what they're doing or hear what they're saying or focus on something particular, because they're making sure that you're focusing on something particular, because that's what a show person kind of does, I guess.
So would I like a Jay-Z concert because I like the songs? Or
Yes.
and would I like a Killers concert because I like their energy and their, because I can't, okay, for instance, I'm just gonna say it right now. I can't imagine me going to a Jay-Z concert and looking at Jay-Z and go, wow, he's so amazing. I could say wow, that song was so amazing.
Yeah. I think you'd be surprised, because it's hard. I mean, I think it's hard. A bunch of people on the stage is easy, I guess, right? And even by a bunch, that's like, to me, that's like 3 or 4 people on the stage, because we're talking about a group and people you can interact with. Like if we're talking about Jay-Z on a stage, can he keep you up in it? One guy on the stage? Absolutely, he can, from that perspective. Have I been to a better concert with one guy? Absolutely. Like the Kanye concert, like the Kanye concert when he was doing the stage, like the floating stage.
Yeah.
Right. What's that? Pablo tour, maybe. I saw that in Buffalo. Now, so on that level, one man show on that stage. So that's the best one man show I've seen, I think, from that perspective, with all things, just how you focus, how he keeps you interactive, how the crowd's just, lit. That concert was lit, and I was just him on the stage. So was that It's a 9.98 just
Okay.
for, yeah.
Okay. Without knowing many of
Hmm.
their songs,
Hmm.
I would assume that Kanye alone on the stage is better than Jay-Z alone on the stage.
Yes.
It just seems like the personality wise.
Yes. But then it's also what do you look, but I think the other piece is also what are you looking for? Like you have depth to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it might be where Jay-Z's standing with whatever backdrop he pulls up on the screen to reflect the song he's going through. That's his artistry.
Mm-hmm.
Where Kanye's artistry is flashing lights, right? And the stage moving around or the crowd being right in it. There's different ways to look at it. That's where it's like, if you look at just the certain pieces of it
Mm-hmm.
separate, then you can find the comparisons and just that the level of whatever they're doing. How good is that,
Mm-hmm.
right? What they're trying to portray to you, does that feed you? Yes, they're different, right? Like even the killers is a lot of in your face. There's also a lot of stop time and interaction and talking. Kanye is just right, and then Jay-Z's much slower.
Okay. Kanye, is that Kanye's or is that Kanye's effects are?
I mean, I guess in that situation, for that question, I guess it's both. I guess a little bit of
Okay.
both, right? Kanye brings us the energy, and he also throws on top of that, and he's got bravado,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yeah.
So for instance, now I hear Tory Lane's live performance is crazy.
Hmm.
And this is before he became like a super big, like I heard this is what kind of helped make his stardom was the fact
Hmm.
that he was a super amazing live performer, right? Just his energy, right?
Hmm.
When I speak about energy now, I'm just gonna go back to my time as a performer and what even made me get into the whole business of music
Hmm.
was the twins
Hmm.
and their energy and their ability
Hmm.
to captivate an audience was second to
Engage.
nothing I've seen in my life. Like no matter
Still,
where they were,
yeah.
they were the show. Matter of fact, that's what I nicknamed. I nicknamed the show. You know what I mean? And that's why I started writing for them because I'm like, you guys can't just go to parties and then just turn on the
That's
crowd
it.
like that. You guys need to get paid for this stuff because you guys have something
Yeah.
special. Anyways,
Yeah.
I say that to say this is that they were the most amazing performers I seen with my eyes, right?
Right. Yeah.
And then and then we went to go open for LL Cool J,
Right. I remember.
and we killed it. We killed it. We killed it. Like girls were pulling us off the stage. It was nuts. Like it was crazy. Like, the place was full of girls because LL Cool J was there.
Did you
And
body surf?
no, not in body surf.
Hmm.
But
Next time. Next
we
time.
got off the stage and I'm like, yo, we killed it. You know, good job, good job, good job. Yo, we're sick. We're sick. You guys are amazing. Twins, you guys are amazing.
Hmm.
And then LL Cool J came on by himself. And it blew my mind to watch him perform
Yeah.
because he was like two of the twins put together. I couldn't believe it because LL Cool J, when I see him on TV, I see him as like, just this cool guy. He's just so cool.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just laid back.
Yeah.
But the energy that the twins had, he had both of their energy on the stage. And it gave me a different respect for him.
Hmm.
It was mind blowing because I didn't think anybody could top the twins' energy.
All right.
You can ask them, man.
But
You
was
can
it
ask them.
was it the same energy or was it just his energy versus their energy?
Yeah, okay,
So
you
was
know,
it his energy being louder than theirs or this than theirs, or was it just his energy was here and their energy might not have been far behind, but it was
Okay,
here,
their energy.
right?
Okay, okay,
You know what I mean? You know what I
okay,
mean?
okay.
Yeah.
I'm exaggerating.
Mm,
His energy. Okay, we'll say this. I might even
yeah.
say they had the same energy. Okay, I'll say that. But I did not
Okay.
expect for him to have that energy.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying?
But different energy. But energy.
The,
Whatever filled it up, it might have been, this might have been green energy, this might have been blue energy,
I
but
didn't
this is where it
imagine. I
ended.
didn't imagine for him to perform the way he performed, like the way that the twins run around the stage and jump around and like engage the crowd. He okay. He had must have thrown like 30 fluffy big towels, like sweat towels,
Mm,
like because he's like performing and he's sweating. And he's like he's just throwing them into the crowd. And I'm talking about like he's drenching these towels. That's how he's
mm,
working.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure Jay-Z
mm.
doesn't sweat. Right? But I'm talking about like they had to have like stacks of towels for LL Cool J because he's doing a workout. You get what I'm saying?
Jay-Z, I think he used to have a rag in his back pocket though, so
Yeah, I'm
maybe
sure
he
he
sweat a
probably
little
has a
bit.
probably has a kerchief. He probably has a kerchief.
Well,
But
now, but don't
but
they all have kerchiefs now,
but
right?
yeah, I'm just saying like so this is like so when so whether I'm an LL Cool J fan or not, if you go to that show,
Mm,
there's no way you cannot be captivated by just the energy alone.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I went like back in the days, J. Rue the Damager, great rapper,
Yeah. I went
loved
to one
him.
of his concerts. Where was that? How many times did he do
Opera
Toronto? I went
House?
to one of his concerts. You know, the things on the back, at the back, and levels on the back, big, like column like seats. No, like look like the
No,
Coliseum type shit.
no.
Somewhere I saw him like that. Some of that,
And
something like that I saw.
anyways, what I'm saying about him is he's a great rapper, great songs. But the only reason why I would even like that concert is because I knew the songs already. If I didn't know the songs, I that show would have been boring.
You know, I try to find. It's just like how it kind of blows. I think the way that I saw you react is it kind of blows your mind that I'm like the Killers is the best concert I've ever been to.
No, and I could.
A little bit.
Mhm.
You might believe me. You might believe me.
I can
But
believe you. That's why I'm asking you about
yeah,
Jay Z compared to the Killers because I'm now comparing Killers to LL Cool J because I'm like whether I'm an LL Cool J fan, whether I know LL Cool J or not, if I'm seeing the show,
mm,
there's no way I can be like, wow, this is amazing. I can't say
mm,
that it's not amazing. You know what I mean?
mm,
Whereas, and you're telling me about Killers, I could probably imagine myself in there, and I'm just imagining that is
mm.
possibly that type of energy that's happening that's causing you to say it's the best concert ever. And I would
Yeah,
probably
just from it, just like start to finish, just because I mean, part of it does because when you say something like Tory Lanez,
mhm.
right? No disrespect to Tory Lanez. I think I say no disrespect to some people every week, but no disrespect to Tory Lanez. But when I'm telling you, this is the best concert that I've been to, that's like, what do Jay-Z, uh, John Legend, Alicia Keys,
Mhm.
Kanye, stuff like that, Killers, stuff that I've, a little bit, Tory Lanez is high. In a
Mhm.
couple of, in a couple, in 15 years, you've been around for 20 years. Maybe I go to a Tory Lanez concert. And of course it's good to get the grassroots stuff, but even seeing Beyonce, like you don't realize the greatness of Beyonce until you see Beyonce performing live
Okay.
type stuff,
Yeah.
right? It's different like that, and because there's levels to it, and I think that's where it's like, what were we talking about the other day? Freaking watching something for its cinematography,
Mhm. Mhm.
right? So yeah, maybe you don't know all the songs, but you're seeing this kind of vision from
The
the
production.
artist.
You're seeing the
Yeah,
production. So that's
and
not kind of wondering if it's the production that has you engaged or is it the artist, so um
but who controls the production,
well the artists and the
right?
producers, right?
Yeah.
Like I went to a Brian McKnight concert one time and it was Brian
But where?
McKnight at
Hang on.
yeah,
Sorry. I apologize.
yeah, go
Where was
ahead.
the Brian McKnight concert?
It was at Sound Academy.
Yeah. See, this is what I mean, though, right?
He was there with just him and a piano. I'm not even
Yeah.
a Brian McKnight
Yes.
fan. And
Right.
I was like, this was amazing. It was just him
But
and a
that's why.
piano.
But that's why I can say that the Killers was the best concert that I've ever been
So
to.
that's what I was gonna ask you about the Killers. Was it a production or was it a performance?
Yes. That's the that. Yes.
It was a
Right.
performance.
It was both.
Okay.
It was because I try. It's you got to put I want to put everything together. I guess. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it was authentic. It was good. The production was nice. The lighting was nice. The interaction was nice.
Mm-hmm.
I try to think that I look at a lot of things, right? I look at things and I try to give it a fair share of ways to look at things. So when you
Mm-hmm.
cross off all the little itty bitty things on the questionnaire, it was like, yep, check, yep, check, yes, yes, yep, good, yep, yep, check, 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 right? So
Okay. Maybe, maybe we could strip it down to this then.
hmm,
It'll probably be who would you rather see in Sound Academy?
who would I rather see in Sound
Or maybe
Academy?
who would you rather see in your high school auditorium? Who do you think would rock a show in your high school auditorium? Jay-Z, the Killers. You know what I mean?
But I mean,
Do you understand what I'm saying?
so
When you strip away like Kanye,
yeah,
when you strip away like when you strip away all the
yeah,
lights and
yeah,
just have them performing the music,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
who's gonna shell the place?
Then I would want for that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, for that, it would, for that of the people that I've seen, like I actually want to say, like my initial thought,
Yeah, go ahead.
right,
Yeah, it's probably your
was
best thought.
Alicia Keys,
Mm,
right,
mm,
or John Legend,
mm.
honestly,
Yeah.
because it's intimate. Because you're talking about like in a small auditorium, like you saw Brian McKnight, small auditorium, licking the people. Because I saw John Legend at Rama Casino Rama
Mm-hmm.
in Ontario, um, and that theater is like it's intimate, it's small,
Mm-hmm.
and then I saw Alicia Keys at ACC, and I didn't stop, and so from that perspective, and that specific, I like was it specificity, right? And that for your question, the first thing that I think is one of those two. But then I'm like, okay, well, who's going to be there? Is it just for me? Da 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 da. And then it's like, all right, if we're talking about more people and what they might like to suit the audience, but if there was 100 me's in that situation, that you're playing to, then yeah, it would be like Alicia Keys concert was lit. John Legend concert was lit. But I think the first Alicia Keys concert, John Legend might have freaking opened. Somebody lit opened on that. Um, so yeah, it really depends on your question, right? So when you do strip it all down, I'm not even, you haven't heard me say Jay-Z or the Killers as even consideration in that. I'm just like, no, it's big for that question. It's this,
Mm-hmm.
right. So I try to do that and be very specific in my thinking in the ways that I look at stuff, and that's where I say it can be. There's levels to this.
I went to a Ryan Leslie concert with a girlfriend one time. She has
Ryan Leslie. I never heard of Ryan Leslie. So what genre is that? Tell me about
she has
Ryan
no
Leslie a little
clue
bit.
who
Sorry.
Ryan Leslie was.
Okay. All right. I guess that's part of the story. Hit me.
And when she was done, she was like, "Who is this guy? He is amazing."
Yeah, that happens, right? That's what happened to me in The Killers,
Mm-hmm.
but it was early, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I never looked back.